Hi, I'm Saren.
And I'm Ray.
We're your Spider Baby hosts from To Know Her Is to Fear Her, a Spider-Woman podcast, as well as proud members of the collective.
You're listening to Capes and Lunatics. Gimme, gimme.
Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on our comic book creator interviews, including our monthly Chichester chats with comic book legend D.G. Chichester, superhero movie brackets in our search for the worst comic book movie of all time, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Luca Perich, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
This is Jam DeMatteis, and you are listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Capes and Lunatics. Happy Disney Plus Day 2021.
Yay!
Anyway, I am Phil, joining me as always, the Disney cheerleader from New Jersey. It is
Charlie, the Professor Essa. Always happy.
the Disney disagreeer in Florida. It is.
I mean, I'm in the land of mouse. It's a little hellfire, y'all. I literally live in the house of mouse, so.
There you go.
Live in the house of dogs.
The mice is all around.
I did say I was trying to be nice to Disney, because I might need a job, so this might be a good start.
Don't pull anything. That's something fun to see. The little trying to be nice.
Looks like they're hiring. I mean, you know, they got this big expansion.
Yep.
More content.
Oh, yeah.
The way you like it.
Hey, all right, let's get into this, yes, because, yeah, I got a list of all the Marvel stuff they got coming.
A scroll.
Scroll down. All right, where should we begin? Well, of course, we got the quick teaser trailer for Moon Knight.
Yay!
I know.
I like the Cockney gentleman.
It's a lot of meat.
Yeah.
I saw some review online saying, "Oh, we got our first look at Moon Knight, and of course, it's pretty much Marvel Batman." I just felt the stake go in Ray's chest. I was like, "Oh,
He's like, how dare you!"
I love Batman.
Batman.
Only plebs think that way. They don't know. Obviously, that person's never.
Oh yeah! All of a sudden, like I think we said it before. You're gonna get all these Moon Knight fans, you know?
Like no. There's only one, and it's Into the Night. And that's why they call it the Moon Knight podcast.
Yes.
Nailed it.
All these people all of a sudden are going to be like, I love the Moon Knight.
So close.
But, yeah, so we get the different voices from Oscar Isaacs. And, you know, I like that. Because I like the fact that we're definitely getting him in this dissociative identity disorder situation where it really is he is having he is coming into his persona at inopportune times, and he doesn't recall how he gets where he gets or what he's doing. He just wakes up and he's Jake Lockley.
Did we get confirmation he's in therapy for the show? I feel like we did, but
I don't know if they've said it, but I would assume.
Yeah. Well, you know, who knows? He could have. Here's the thing.
Therapist could be a personality. I think that would be hilarious.
The therapist could be Khonshu.
Oh,
fact, haven't they done that once before, where the therapist was Khonshu? But you know, I'm excited about. Well, you know, but the most interesting thing with dissociative identity disorder is how aware of the other identities are any of the identities. So in this case, when each identity awakens, do they understand? Do they just have lost time, or do they understand that someone else was in charge? And then
the way that TV usually portrays it is that the identities know, but like the main person, they've just lost all this time and don't know what's going on. So I think that's probably how they're going to play it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we'll see. That's the thing, because I kind of got the feeling that you know, the Cockney guy didn't know what was going on either, and I kind of felt like each of these people seemed like they were coming in at inopportune times.
Oh yeah, I mean, in some of the currents, last couple of years, it's in the comics. It's like they know of each other, but they don't have memories because in the Bemis run, Jake Lockley had a daughter with Marlene, and none of the others knew about it. And it was like,
yeah, blasphemy.
Well,
is it cheating?
Just because everyone else is too cool for school doesn't mean
Oh my!
good old Jake ain't gonna tap that.
Hey-o. All right, let's want to watch Charlie Esser's eyes light up. We also got a quick look at She-Hulk.
Yay! Oh, most interesting thing about that,
Yes.
we see Smart Hulk again. We see Professor Hulk again. And that is exciting because we saw him not be Professor Hulk in Shang-Chi.
Yeah, at the end, yeah.
So
can he go back and forth then?
Can he go back and forth? Are we going to see him lose his Hulkishness in this? Are we going to see him how he's balancing his Banner self and his Hulk self? Are we going to see
Timeshare.
how Jen got to get the green? And
Good old blood transfusion.
yeah, it will be interesting to see what we get in this because, and again, she's the lawyer. She's a great
best
smart
lawyer in the Marvel universe. # fight me.
Well, I mean,
it's not hard to do with the likes of Murdoch.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
yeah,
was there a rumor we're gonna get? Is it Matt or somebody? Or was there some connection to Daredevil? They said so. It's probably either me, Matt, or Foggy.
More likely.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll see. The last thing I heard is that they are rebooting Daredevil.
Well, yeah. It'll be a little different. Yeah.
Like they're going to bring Charlie Cox, but it's going to be a new Daredevil, not tied to the Netflix Daredevil, which and they could do that. They could just bring all the same actors over and say, but no, it's all totally new.
It's Disney's
new suit.
Yes.
New suit.
Disney presents Marvel's Daredevil.
The Man Without Fear.
Yes.
Exactly.
But yeah, I mean, that looked really interesting. I noticed they did not show us her face. Because obviously that's not rendered yet.
That's gonna be the
some poor intern got fired because it's not ready yet. Mark my words.
No, that's teasing. That's a teaser trailer. They're gonna save that for the full trailer.
Just giving you those gamma powered gams. That's what they were. That's what they had.
That's what the boys really want.
Yep, you want that gamma gammon.
That green brings all the boys to the yard.
Yeah, well, it's.
I mean, I do love a good Shamrock Shake.
Hey-o!
They serve it all year round now, just in case nobody knew.
Well, in some areas.
In Florida, they do anyway.
Yeah, and apparently the McRib's back. So
yeah, it's been back. Yeah, it's a disappointment.
Yeah, well, I still haven't got it. Actually, Arby's has their own thing where they've got like the pulled pork sandwich, or it's
actually keeping Arby's in business.
There's not an Arby's around me. I'm just saying they have good commercials. I only know what they have on the commercials.
They have the meats. We know this.
And you know what? As a former cyber employee,
we're looking for sponsors. Shut up, Phil. The Jamocha Shake's really good.
Hey, I haven't had any in a while, but man, Arby's roast beef. Oh my god.
When there was 5 for $5, like ever since they stopped doing 5 for $5, it ain't been the same, bro.
Oh man, back in the day, man.
And Phil, what shirt are you wearing? I have Disney. He has Marvel. There's no Star Wars. We're not representing Star Wars. We're supposed to be representing the brands here.
I don't have any Star Wars, but we can pretend it's Star Wars.
You don't have any Star Wars shirts?
I don't believe so. No.
Oh, okay. I don't either, but I don't have a lot of shirts.
If Disney would send me some.
Okay.
I got Nathan W. Pyle shirts mostly.
Hey,
nice.
All right, now let's see Charlie really perk up. We also got a quick look at Miss Marvel.
Yeah,
that happened.
Oh,
I mean, I'm waiting to see the show. Like, I reserve my judgment, but I'm, and maybe they're gonna start off with the Green Lantern, and then they're gonna work their way up to the actual power set. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll see what they do. I mean, honestly, here's what I'm gonna say. I got excited for her.
I'm just excited that it's a brown girl that other brown girls can look up to, and at the end of the day, that's what we're here for.
And she's got an infectious personality. She's clearly, perky and popular, or perky and punctual, and all that great nerd vibe energy, that makes her an awesome character. So I like her. I like the actress. I'm I am not convinced on whatever origin they're going to do.
Well, they're probably gonna do something different because they probably don't want to mention the dirty I word.
Yeah.
Well, but that one lifts right out. They can do an Inhumans. It's their second bite at the apple with the Inhumans.
Yeah. Unless she's gonna be a mutant.
No.
I just want to know if she's gonna get I just want Carol Danvers and Monica Rambeau to adopt her. Okay, there, I said it. Fine.
Oh yeah.
Well,
they are
the
going
Marvels
to be
movie,
doing something with that. Yeah, we're getting the Marvels movies, which is going to have all three of the Marvel ladies. It's like this. For all of my reservations, I got a lot of joy from it. Like when she's in her Ms. Marvel costume. But again,
now the costume's nice. I like the costume.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, her eventual costume too, but like when she's in the actual Ms. Marvel costume, which is interesting. Although, again, it's one of these weird things where, in her original story, she actually shapeshifts into Ms. Marvel when she's saving people, and that was a whole thing. But but she's still an uber fangirl. Maybe we'll get some of her fic, because we do know that
she has a Wattpad and a AO3 for sure.
Well, no, that's canon. She writes a lot of superhero fanfic, which is weird because superheroes are real in that universe. But yeah.
Oh, she's real people shipper. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. She's a kid though. We'll let it slide on that.
And well, speaking of heroes for the young girls, I don't think we got any footage or anything, but they did again mention Ironheart.
Yeah.
That's animated, right?
I don't think, is it?
Is it live action?
No. It's live action.
I'm pretty sure
they have
live
a
action,
live action human in it.
I mean, they know how to do Iron Man.
I didn't watch it, so I don't know. That's the one I was like, oh, okay.
Again, I don't think they have any footage yet. But again, I mean, they know how to do Iron Man armor already, so it's, all you have to do is put the young lady in the Robert Downey Jr.,
Heads up, yeah.
Yeah, and that, I'm sure that's what they'll do. I'm sure she's going to feature in. We actually didn't get a teaser for Armor Wars in this, so. But we did get Secret Invasion, and we see this guy with the 3 scratches on his face, which I thought was interesting.
Didn't we get Sam Jackson with 2 eyes too?
Oh, was that Sam Jackson? I
believe they said something about Sam Jackson's, or at least it looks like Sam Jackson, but it's two eyes Sam Jackson.
Yeah, for some, I guess because he had a bigger, grayer beard. I guess I didn't recognize him with the more full beard.
It might be Talos too.
Yeah, well, that was the thing, but it was because it was the scratches. But because it wasn't with the eye patch. I guess I didn't recognize him. So there we go.
They're gonna clean up so much continuity with, hey, that was a Skrull all along.
Exactly.
Oh, speaking of all along, did you see we're getting Agatha, House of Harkness?
Yes.
And I wonder what that's going to be. And part of me is wondering if that's going to be a sort of
sequel to
Tales from the
WandaVision.
Crypt. No, like a Tales from the Crypt kind of tales of horror with your lovely host Agatha Harkness.
Well, I mean, I can see what Lil's saying too. It could be a sequel to WandaVision. That way, they don't have to tell you, oh yeah, Wanda survives Doctor Strange too.
Yeah. Well, no, but like I said, that it's specifically Agatha and the House of Harkness. It was something like that. It wasn't like Agatha Harkness. It was Agatha and like
House
what
of Harkness,
the Harkness is, the legend of, or maybe the legend of Harkness. I forget exactly how they defined it, but I want to say it was the House of Harkness.
House of Harkness, yeah. So I wonder if it's even like her origin, maybe too, or something.
Mm-hmm. Could be any number of things. I am excited for it. I am here for it because I do like my Agatha Harkness. She is cute.
And we're also getting a animated Marvel Zombies.
Yeah, and you know what else we're getting animated?
Spider-Man freshman year.
Yes, and X-Men 97.
Oh yeah, not till 2023, but yeah, they're going to continue the 90s X-Men.
Yeah, and is it still going to be set in the 90s?
I think they said they're going to pick up right at the end of that last, at the end of season 5.
Of course, when you think about that series, even though it's like, it's set in present day, Like, exactly what is present day.
Yeah,
Get ready to take your drink or hit your bingo card. The 90s weren't 10 years ago, guys.
Yeah, I know.
That's been Phil and I's thing for a while, so we're just looping you in on that thing.
I wonder if they've been getting good. I wonder if they've been if that's been streaming well on Disney Plus.
I know that was the first thing I looked for. That and Reset, to be honest.
Like I said, Luca's working through it right now. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it was top quality animation and top quality storytelling, and
one of those things was true.
Oh,
and it launched a million memes.
Look at that armor on Apocalypse.
Look at Rogue's butt.
Well, as you do. It was the 90s, people. It was a
different time. It was the late 1900s. Look at my things were different. Look at my butt.
Yes. Well, but that's what butts are for.
What, the lookout?
Well, technically, yeah. That's one theory, is that they were evolved evolutionarily to be a signal.
Yes.
To each other that's saying, I have a butt.
There's a drop. All right.
Would you like to reproduce?
Oh, and so, yes, we're getting all those animated series plus What If Season 2.
Yes, What If Season 2. What If Season 2? Why is Gamora?
But nobody asked, how is Gamora?
Yeah.
Speaking of, I don't know, is it animated or some kind of like CGI thing? But we're getting an I Am Groot thing. I guess it's all about Baby Groot or whatever.
Good for Vin Diesel getting that sweet Disney money.
Does he do the Baby Groot voice too?
I'm sure he just does it. Then they run it through the synthesizer or whatever.
Yeah. Well, good. I'm looking forward to that as well. I do love my Baby Groot, even though he is not comics accurate at all.
Well, welcome to the MCU, darling.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing about it. It's like you have to and that's the thing I had to tell myself with Ms. Marvel, is it's not always comic accurate. But I just feel like I don't mind her having energy powers. I just want it to be an acknowledgement. First off, I like that she's a shapeshifter. I think that's a real amazing power. I want her to be able to shrink and enlarge, because that is like Ant-Man. As people go, you realize Ant-Man is technically the most powerful being in the universe. It's like, I know, except for Ms. Marvel, who doesn't even need pin particles. That's why that's an important thing for her. But
Gambit from another universe is screaming right now, but that's okay.
I'm sorry, who from another universe?
Gambit.
Gambit.
Oh, Gambit.
You know.
If you like changing sizes, check out the season finale of Doom Patrol.
Yeah.
So at least 2 different cases there. Oh, did you watch it?
Yeah, I'm almost caught up. I've got 2 more episodes to go.
Oh, well, no. Wait till the finale.
Oh, okay. I guess they do. Because I know the last season they shrank. Do they all grow this time?
No.
Okay.
No. Can't spoil it. Oh, but the last...
Oh, do we have Elastigirl get her traditional powers before they decided that she was a blob?
Maybe, and maybe someone else gets big through other means also.
Hey-oh.
Oh, boy.
Gas station pills? What?
Oh, no, not that way. Oh,
my.
But no, the last thing I had on the Disney list, they've already confirmed it. Hawkeye's not even out yet, but Echo's getting her own series, so she must survive this.
Well, they have to plan these things ahead.
I know,
because
they're going
to make it a thing regardless. Is the point?
Yeah,
it's part of the plan, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, the problem hits that you find yourself getting caught flat-footed where you go, oh wow, Agatha Harkness was super popular. We should have done something more with her, and so it didn't really put her in, which is why I will wager she is not in Multiverse of Madness. All of the wonderful fan theories we have, they won't be in it. She's not in No Way Home, because nothing that we think is in No Way Home is going to be in No Way Home.
Exactly.
Except, it's not going to be what we think it'll be. It's just going to be, it'll be good, I'm sure, but
tricky dicky.
It's not going to be the universe shattering thing that we want it to be.
True.
Or maybe I'm wrong, because I often am. Yeah. But, it got me excited for the future. I liked how they...
Keep that subscription rolling!
I like everything. You know, they keep on giving me this premium content, Lilith.
Sweet content.
I'm here for Recess.
Oh my!
And The Simpsons, okay?
Yes.
And The Mandalorian, of course.
Yes. Oh, but did you see the Obi-Wan?
Yes. I'm excited.
Teaser?
I'm low-key excited, but I know my heart's going to be broken. It can't live up to the hype. It can't.
Well, you know, I mean, it's going to be interesting.
But I'm not watching. I'm going to enjoy it.
Oh.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. And I guess there's probably going to be a lot of flashbacks with Hayden Christensen, or maybe Vader's a character in it. I don't know.
Look, I've stopped being a toxic Star Wars fan a very long time ago. I won't defend them, but I won't poop on them either, okay? I'm just along for the ride. The animated stuff is amazing, and that's really what the future of Star Wars is. So.
Oh, yeah. I really enjoy Bad Batch.
And Book of Boba Fett's coming, like the last week of the year or something? Something like that.
Yeah, that's coming.
Right after Hawkeye. As soon as Hawkeye ends, Book of Boba Fett starts.
Oh, yeah, we got that nice little teaser for it, too, recently, which I thought was neat. That actually came up before Disney Plus Day. Where they give us... Where we get
first quarter report. The stockholders demanded, make them spend money.
Yes, we need a Mandalorian
living in the corporate world.
Credits.
Well, I think this was always the original.
Or those New Republic credits. I can't remember.
It was always the original plan to bombard with content. I think COVID just slowed them down.
Yeah, but they're doing okay. They're doing okay.
It sounds like unlike everybody else, they have a good head on their shoulders and they know what they're doing. So that's always good to see.
They're planning ahead.
Looking at you, HBO Max.
Yeah, well,
hey,
you know.
we've got
we've got friends.
We've got. No, what do they got coming up?
We've got Gossip Girl, the original.
They got Peacemaker coming.
They got Doom Patrol. That's their best. No offense to Titans. That's the best thing they got going right now.
Yeah.
And they're working on
There's no expectations for Doom Patrol. With Titans, there's a lot of expectations, and a lot of people feel like they haven't been living up to it. But Doom Patrol, it's better than you could ever expect.
Well, they got a new Batman.
Yeah.
They got a new Batman the Animated Series coming at some point.
Yeah. That is going to break. I feel like that's definitely going to break streaming records for sure. We've been thirsty for a Batman animated show since, Beware the Bat back in, the late 2000s?
Beware the Batman, yeah.
Which was terrible, by the way.
I'm thirsty for it, bro.
Oh my god, is it going to be a battle between, new Batman the Animated Series and new X-Men Animated Series?
I see what you did there. But we can have both. See, that's the thing about streaming and not putting it on TV. We can have both.
90s fight.
We can have both. Yeah. And it doesn't matter now. Because they're both going to make money. Ridiculous sums of money in merch alone. So... that we can be sure of.
And Spider-Man Freshman Year is nice, but come on, Disney, give me Ben Radley, the superior Spider-Man.
Exciting times.
There's only one superior Spider-Man, and his name is Otto.
Did you actually read Spider-Man Beyond, Phil? Cause
yes, I did.
There's nothing superior about that dude.
He's being manipulated.
I mean, he's a Parker, so. Obviously.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, one of those Parker brothers.
So it looks like
he's a Riley.
Oh.
He's a clone, so technically he's a Parker.
Genetically, he's a Parker. All right, so should we get the comics?
Yes.
Sure.
Phil's Comics Corner.
Could I just start it off with the Nerd Impulsive Buy of the Week?
Oh, boy.
Sure.
To celebrate Disney Day, Disney Plus Day.
Disney Plus.
I bought that.
Yeah.
I got it for half off because the box is damaged, so it was only $25. But
oh,
yeah.
Nice.
So you got a Galactus Funko.
Is that the
with
one
the silver surfer?
Yeah, the little mini silver surfer.
It's the weird colored one, but that's okay.
I remember seeing that a while ago. I was like, man, give me so much money, but I wanted to get that, and then the 4 regular Fantastic Four Funkos to put around it.
Oh, and of course, I finally got this stupid short box. Finally.
Oh.
Tyler talked me into it. It's the Starro box. I have all the other ones. I was just like, just complete the set.
And is that just an empty box to put comic books in?
Of course not. There's
Oh boy.
Always the dollar bin buy.
Okay.
They're like,
yeah. Well,
buy
so
it.
it's
Never empty.
Buy this box.
no, but it was an empty box that you put comic books in. That's
Yes.
so you put the dollar bin books in there, which is good. That's what it's for.
Yeah,
They just talked you into buying a fancy cardboard box.
Yeah, Lilith, what a fool you are buying a box with your comics in. You have a perfectly good couch, don't you?
Perfectly good under the mattress spot for it. Yeah.
Hey-oh. Right next to her.
We'll keep them fresh and crisp, you know.
All right.
Yeah, so that was my nerd impulse buys of the week.
Yes, thank you for that nerd impulse buy.
Okay,
right.
so do you want to talk Spider-Man? Well, it's like, what is the name of the book? It's still Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, I guess the name of the story arc is just Beyond or Spider-Man Beyond. Yeah, it's still Amazing Spider-Man.
So there's not going to be like an Amazing Spider-Man Beyond book.
No.
Okay, so it's just Amazing Spider-Man because I'd like to. Yeah, when Amazing Spider-Man Beyond starts, start pulling it for me. They're not pulling it for me yet.
Yeah, just say Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah. Anyway, so this was an interesting tale. We get basically Ben's on the operating table, and what is it, Director Danger? It's like, well, what would happen if we don't give him the antitoxin? Is it possible we could get some cool vampire powers out of him?
Always thinking.
Yeah, well,
Beyond, I think they're basically Star Labs, because Star Labs was actually pretty shady in the comics.
It's like, hey, if he dies, we have a spare out there.
Exactly. And clones and Doombots, and it's the
you can always
universe.
make another one,
But yeah, man, they really cut up Morbius there.
Oh yeah, I didn't even know
I like
he
the
was
presentation
catchable.
of Morbius. I enjoyed the art for Morbius. They've kind of modernized him. Thank God, he's been in desperate need of it. I'm just glad he didn't look like Jared Leto. So
they run that poor kid through the ringer, though. I mean, it seems like every time, like you only get like a sane and rational Michael Morbius for like one arc, and then he's back to just completely decompensating. And,
the hunger.
Yeah,
He was only, I swear,
he's hangry. Somebody get that boy a Snickers.
He's only sane and rational when he has his own series.
Yeah, well, then
good luck.
That's
with that.
not going to happen.
What was his last good series? Maybe the 90s?
No, of course, the 90s.
Yeah. Well, there was. I'm trying to think. What was it? Because he was in an arc with. Was it with Black Cat? I don't know. He had an arc where the vampires were trying to steal him because they were going to use him to do a thing, do a comic book, and vampires. That's what I'm waiting for in the MCU.
Frankencastle.
I mean, spoilers. That one Eternals end credits scene looks like we were getting vampires.
Oh yeah, I actually think Count Dracula will be the big bad of the second half,
and that's how we get Blade.
Yeah, well, I think he is going to be.
Well, he got his voice.
He's a bad guy.
He's a bad guy. Charlie made a bold prediction. Mark his words. He said, "What you say? Black Knight and Blade are going to show up by the end of Moon Knight?"
Oh yeah, it would not surprise me. I mean, it would not surprise me at all that they are in that. Because we're going to have vampires, man. They've been teasing us with vampires.
Dracula's finally going to get shanked for his 20 that he owes him.
Where's my money?
Oh, no, that was
Bro, that's like the end credit scene of the last episode of Moon Knight. Like, everybody's going to lose their stuff.
Oh my god, how funny would that be? You see a vampire about to kill somebody at the end of Moon Knight, and just the last scene is just him coming up behind him. One of the personalities says, "Where? Oh, Jesse, Jake Lockley, where's my money?"
But yeah, well, and actually I think that might be an interesting thing they could set up in Moon Knight is this idea that, as we saw in the current Moon Knight book, that maybe he has a soft spot for vampires as fellow travelers in the night.
Or that could be like part of his mission from Khonshu. He could be like, get rid of the earth of these impure things.
Yeah, well, we're going to see what his relationship with Khonshu is. Because, those two aren't always best friends.
Yeah.
You may have heard.
No. Yeah, he's locked in Thor's basement right now.
I just want to say that, but don't tell Kelly Thompson. I love this book. It's a great book, but it was the second best Marvel book this week. That's all I'm going to say.
Which book?
First, Amazing Spider-Man number 78 was the second best. The first best was Hellions. I'm sorry.
Ooh.
Actually, I enjoyed it.
Wait, was there Hellions this week? I missed. I didn't see that. Where was that?
You didn't see Hellions this week? Yeah. Was that last week?
I don't know.
There was a lot of shipping weirdness.
Yeah.
Hellions number 17. Yeah, absolutely. It was this week.
Okay.
But just before, what did you think about Monica showing up at the end?
Well, she's had problems with the Beyond before.
Oh yeah. So that is interesting that she is being so calm and collected with the Beyond again. So, want to see where this goes. It goes somewhere.
And Felicia goes to see Peter, so she's going to run into Ben eventually.
Yeah.
Over Flash's cold dead body.
Oh my.
Yeah. Well, isn't he alive now too? So good that Flash is back.
Hey, Charlie, you probably didn't read Miles Morales, did you?
No, I didn't get the chance to.
Because after his fight with Taskmaster, the Beyond Corporation shows up at the end and serves Miles papers. They're like, "Oh no, you're
copyright infringement!"
Yeah,
haha, meta commentary.
They're like, you have to cease and desist all use of the name Spider-Man and stuff. So, and then at the end of that, it says to be continued in Amazing Spider-Man 81.
They told him not to.
So because Miles,
he's like, it's a tarantula.
Because the Miles writer is part of that team. So yeah, so I think once his
arc Tarantula Man. It's parody and satire.
I'm Black.
He's Tarantulad.
I'm Black Tarantula.
You had Tarantulad. I don't know.
Oh.
That sounds familiar, and I'm trying to remember what parody it was in. But okay, or maybe it was a Legion of Superheroes. They seem like people that would have a Tarantulad.
Sounds like one of those Rick and Mortys.
Yes. So yeah. So what happened?
Getting better.
What happened in Hellions? Lilith?
Yeah, what was Hellions?
Tell us about the Hellions.
Have you guys been reading Hellions?
I read the last few. Yeah.
Okay, so it's let's just say it's a lot of violence, which I love. That's basically it. It's just a lot of good bloody fights in this one.
Well, yeah,
it was just a punch 'em up issue this week.
You're usually gonna get craziness when Mr. Sinister's in most of them, so it's like
yeah. Like, literally, that's from beginning to end. It's just like a bloodbath, knockdown, drag-out fight.
Nice.
So the art was really good. I feel like Zeb Wells, who wrote it, was just like, I can't really think of anything. They fight for 32 pages. I don't know. He gave some good dialogue, but Steven Segovia really did a great job with the art and the fights. And Orphan Maker. Chef's kiss.
Oh, yeah.
Chef's kiss.
Oh, yeah, the Nanny and Orphan Maker. Ugh.
Yes!
I'm like, who puts them in on a team?
I'm like, what am I reading? It feels like Mirage Comics or something with Hellions. And I mean that in a good way. Like, very throwback, tongue-in-cheek, kind of fun, so.
Yeah, it's weird to me, because, some of these people don't seem like mutants. They don't seem like they were mutants historically. And
everything's retroactive.
Mr. Sinister, I know isn't a mutant. Literally, I know he is not a mutant, and yet he gets to be there. So that's what's weird.
He's pulling the strings.
He tweaked.
He's the puppet master.
He tweaked his DNA enough. He's like, close enough. Let me in.
An orphan maker and nanny. I don't know. It's
quite top notch parody.
I remember that was when Gilgamesh was on the Avengers.
Oh yeah,
with Reed Richards and Susan Storm. That was their first appearance. Yeah,
they tried to. Well, they showed. Was that their first appearance? I know they showed up in an X-Men. But I know they tried to kidnap Franklin Richards in that Avengers.
Franklin Richards is such
they were like, keep him.
Yeah, well, it was the first time I ever saw them, and I felt that is just ridiculous.
Well, at one point they kidnap Storm and regress her to childhood.
And then comes Gambit.
Then she meets Gambit, yes.
See, it's connected.
Yes. Gambit. It's not.
The Thing #1 was out.
It was?
Oh no!
Don't hurt
Well,
him.
my comic book store, all their comics got lost. So.
Oh my god! Poor comic book store. Poor you.
Yeah, I didn't even know. I thought because I told them. I mean, it's on my pull list, and it wasn't there. So
Okay, I can't wait to hear your thoughts
maybe
about
it'll
it
be
whenever
there.
your
Like if I go
book
there on
comes in.
Sunday, maybe it'll be there. So I'll have it on. But tell me what happens with
No.
No.
You need to have a fresh perspective. I don't want to ruin it for you. It was
don't mind
thoroughly good. Trust me.
Okay.
It was very good. You need to read it for yourself, and then we can talk next week.
I mean, if you don't want to wait, I'm sure you can buy it digitally.
Yeah.
That's not who Charlie is. That would break his soul. Just
That
a little.
doesn't fit under the couch.
Well, honestly, there are times I debate going all digital because, quite frankly,
Space. Yeah.
I don't have a place to put all these books. What am I going to do with them? Because I still, unless they're too damaged, I can't put them in recycle. So it's like, wow, it's not damaged. I need to save it. So in the butt is fine. I have them wrapped in plastic and individually, but I have them. I wrap them up in the bag that they came in. I put them in one of my cardboard boxes, and I stack them. And now I just have a million books. Although, yeah, I think I lost a lot of books in the last storm. So.
Oh, well, yeah, I tinker with going all digital. Like, all my stuff is scanned into my cloud and stuff, but I can't stop buying physical books.
Yeah. Well, like, if my comic book guy ever retires, I just may. But, so long as I'm keeping his shop alive, I have to keep on buying comic books, It's
Yeah, I think you're going to
to
enjoy it, and I want to discuss it with you once you've read it.
Okay, so we will talk about that next week, because it will be in by then.
Lilith, did you read Action Comics?
No.
They kind of tried to explain the continuity.
Nice
thing.
try!
They tried to explain it between Superman and the Authority miniseries and that Batman Superman.
They were just like, no,
special.
give us the money.
Yes.
Is that the explanation?
No, well, I mean...
We need the money. Gimme.
All right, to set it up for Charlie Esser and the others, yeah, in the 4-issue Superman and the Authority miniseries, it looked like it takes place in a possible future. Superman's got like great temples and stuff, and his powers are like his powers are dwindling. But then it's like in the they put out a one-shot Batman Superman Authority special, and it's like Superman still is with the Authority, but he looks like present-day Superman. So everyone's like, well, what the hell's going on? So yeah, in this week's Action Comics, they go to liberate World.
It was Bizarro.
Well, no, they go to liberate World, and Mongol kind of like beats down Superman, and they're like, okay, oh no, they're like, he's been trying to hide this, but his powers are dwindling, Enchantress has been boosting, trying to give him a power boost all the time, and I guess Manchester Black's been like creating the illusion that he doesn't have the Great Temples, but since he's weakening, I guess he's been getting Great Temples.
He's aging. He's finally aging.
Yeah, exactly. That still doesn't explain the outfit he was wearing in the miniseries, but yeah, so...
It's the gloves. That's how you know he's a fascist.
And that doesn't explain why in the beginning of the miniseries they showed him, like in a flashback, talking to Kennedy.
The story got away from them, clearly.
Philip Kennedy Johnson is trying.
Yeah, that's DC for you. That sums it up.
Yep.
That's why you only need two Superman books. You don't need one shot. They can barely get the continuity down between the two books. So we've learned our lesson, hopefully.
So yeah. Superman and the Authority tried to liberate World, and they keep teasing that we're going to be getting another death of Superman because, again, the 90s.
Well, don't expect that to sell more than Spawn. That's all I have to say about it. It's just not that. It's not that kind of party anymore.
Welcome to the party.
Yeah. And you can't kill Superman again. You only get to do that once, Hey,
how many Bat books was it this week, Phil? 6?
Well, if you count Robin and Batman, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7.
Pennyworth, don't forget Pennyworth.
Oh, that would be 8 then, because I was counting Joker and Future State Gotham, but I don't have Pennyworth, so yeah, so I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yikes.
Bat books.
Yeah.
That's most of my thought.
Out of 12 books that were out, 8 of them are Batman.
What, from DC?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Well, people like the Batman. You may have heard.
Do they though?
Oh,
I don't
buy
know.
his books. I don't know.
This is definitely oversaturation of the market. We've reached peak Batman, I believe.
I mean, I guess
I don't think there is such a thing as peak Batman.
he sells, I guess.
I love Batman.
I'm starting to become very suspect of this business model. Let's just put it to you that way.
They're not up for taking risks, man. They're like, what's a sure thing? Batman. Oh, hey, Lilith, I'm sure you'll say no. Did you read Wonder Woman 781?
No, I'm gonna wait for the trade.
I mean, it was
to
actually
get back into it.
I mean, it's by Becky Cloonan. It's decent. You know, she's back from Asgard and all those other afterlives, and get some decent stuff with Dr. Psycho.
Good old
Dr. Psycho. I applaud her for the deep cut. Ma'am, I salute you.
I mean, well, he was kind of like messing with her in the afterlife somehow, but like she come back and she's like, you know, she was about to have words with him, and he's like, stay away from me, keep out of my business, because he almost made some guy like jump off a building. He's like, you come near me. He's like, I'm just gonna like start having people fly, you know,
she
throw
don't
themselves
care about
off.
That.
She says she does. He's like, I'm gonna start having people throw themselves off buildings more than you can catch.
That's assuming a lot. I'm just saying.
Oh, and then at the end, they go pure Shatner from Twilight Zone. Like multiple Wonder Woman start like flying towards the plane she's on. So, something's going on.
Yeah, I was gonna wait till next year to jump back in. So
yeah, I mean, at least so far, it seems like it's picking up a little bit.
So here's an indie book I picked up this week.
Ooh.
My Bad, #1. And important new superhero universe. Valuable new IP inside.
Who's that
by? This is by Ahoy Comics.
Oh, nice.
Ahoy Comics, #1. And it is... Arg. Yeah, there's a... it opens up with your important little,
Who are they, Immortal
text
Hulk?
printer.
Who are they,
Yes.
Immortal Hulk?
He was a brave man who first ate an oyster, Jonathan Swift. And we learn about the Chandelier, who is your Batman pastiche, millionaire. What's his name? Anyway, long story short, he gets sent.
Who?
The villain in this piece is a guy named Emperor King. And, yeah, he's kind of lame. But they're worried about that Emperor King knows the Chandelier's secret identity. Calls up Man-Child, who is a Hulk pastiche, who looks a little like Macaulay Culkin. I don't know if that's intentional. Brings him over, and because he needs someone that can open up the package and not be hurt if it explodes. And yeah, they really play up Batman as an awful person here.
I need that as a drop, Philip.
What, the package exploding?
Yeah.
Yeah, we get these
The whole
great
thing.
like Hey Kids comics ads here. We get the Accelerator, who is a Superman sort of. He's a alien Flash Superman with super alien charisma.
Be gentle with me.
Has a fried chicken restaurant. Emperor King tries to get the drop on him, but of course, the Accelerator, drops him in Alaska. And then Emperor King sets up his diabolical plan to capture the Accelerator, but only winds up catching. And we get this whole backstory about how he tried to be elected mayor with using robot voters, and that's when the Accelerator defeats him using a super charisma and stops Rush Hour. But he accidentally captures Rush Hour, who also is a speedster. But now he's going to have to endure all of the tortures that he had set up for Accelerator because he does not have the ability to stop it because he was afraid the Accelerator would use his super charisma to make him stop it. So
Be gentle
that
with
was
the package.
that. It is crazy. It is funny. It is silly. Get a nice little Chandelier versus Boldface and distracts him with some snack cakes, as you do. And that was Ahoy Comics #1. My bad.
Nice.
I enjoyed it.
I like Ahoy. They're fun.
Yes, they are. They're making comics fun for the kids.
All right, we kind of discussed this on Wednesday, but Lilith, do you think Charlie would like Venom #1? It's by Al Ewing.
No. I don't think so.
Okay.
Charlie's not a Venom fan. You're not a Venom fan, so.
Well, Tristan's a Venom fan. So.
Well, Tristan might like it, but it's like a father and son romp, so maybe it's something you guys can connect over.
Correction. Tristan tolerates Venom.
Everybody tolerates Venom at this point.
Yeah, but
everybody likes another symbiote at this point.
Yeah, but while Eddie Brock's like jumping his mind to different symbiotes throughout the universe, his son Dylan's on Earth being like the new Venom. So I don't know if they you get Tristan
so it's
with
the Dylan Venom.
Yeah, at least part of this book is teenage Venom. So I don't know if that would grab Tristan's interest.
Okay. Well, that's Dylan Brock, the son of Eddie. Yeah, he's the son of Eddie Brock, and he's like the new teen Venom. What happened?
You're getting desperate when you do a teen Venom. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, just ask Iron Man.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, seriously.
Teenager. They're like, oh, the spirit of Stan Lee.
Excelsior.
I just realized. My bad.
And it seems like
this is what we do here.
And towards the end, it seems like there might be some kind of like time travel element or something. Charlie, so
he's his own grandfather.
Because he's like, I could jump through symbiotes through space. I wonder if I could jump through time into a symbiote.
Oh my!
So. He ain't that bright, so it's gonna end up bad.
So once again, I'm willing to give it a couple more issues because it is Al.
Teenage time-traveling Venom. I think we've said enough. I think enough said, case closed.
Well, the teenager's not traveling through time. It's the old man.
I'm just saying, teenagers just throwing whatever stick and see what sticks to the wall, I guess.
What are you smoking, Al?
Oh, you don't want to know what he's smoking. I like it for the body horror. I think the art and the story has potential, but I do feel like they're definitely plumbing the depths of Venom at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they even gave Venom a book out of spite. Just to be spiteful, just cut it out. No more Venom comic books for 2 years. Suck it, Sony.
Oh, nice.
Just saying.
Anyone else have a book to throw out?
I got tons of books here, man. I mean, you want a Marvel or another indie?
Do an indie, because you could save the Marvels for super connectivity.
Okay, let's see here. I'm going to do a twofer. I didn't get to them last week. This is World of Darkness 1 and World of Darkness 2, Crimson Thaw. This is Vampires versus Werewolves. Basically, it takes place in that Twin Cities universe that we just left, where Cecily has become the prince. She gets her old pack of so basically there's rumors of a werewolf in town that they have to deal with, and it's actually kind of a weird set of wacky misunderstandings was essentially what's happening here, but ones where werewolves eat you. Because she goes and finds the werewolf. The werewolf, is attacking her. She gets saved by the old group of anarchs that she used to run with. They actually shoot him with a bazooka, which, yay, saves her momentarily. And she realizes, I should never have gone out hunting in this tight leather dress. That was stupid of me. But she's very frustrated at a lot of things. And basically what happens is their little gangrel member, he goes to commune with the wolves. But the problem is that the wolf he's actually speaking with is a Silver Fang. And he basically guts the vampire, then sends the Nosferatu back to carry on the message. And the message we learn in episode 2 is, that old church that you have turned into a nightclub that you just put a bunch of thermophagic wards on? That's actually on top of our cairn, and we will destroy you now for ruining our cairn. And there's a whole thing with the werewolves. You get a nice little fight when they're battle, where one of them thinks it's a bad idea to face the vampires in the city, and so everything's like, no, to protect Kyle, we must root out the worm. This is all a bunch of deep dive stuff. If you know World of Darkness, you know what I'm talking about. And the vampires basically realize, oh, man, we would happily take this off and let you have it if you don't eat us. But the Calder who runs it basically says, I can't just remove these words once they're cast. It's like this forever. And it's like, oh, now they're screwed. So that was fun. Yes, but I highly recommend this is from Vault Comics. It's the World of Darkness series.
Are they doing a new edition, or they just need the money from their licensing?
I think they are doing a new edition. Yeah, so that's the comics. That's the Winter's Tea.
Because it's been a while since they dropped the new edition, so I think that would be fun that they have the comic book just to kind of pull people in and say, hey, we have a new edition. If you felt that the other one was a little too old and stodgy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, they have the role playing supplements for these games. So that's what they're doing. So
not a bad tabletop for sure.
Yeah, it was great. Their problem was that they were setting it up with that whole count, as everyone was in the 90s, setting it up back in the 90s, setting up for that big 2000 apocalypse.
Ha ha! Joke's on you.
Then they had to do their apocalypse story, and then they're like, well, turns out it wasn't really an apocalypse, but a lot of bad stuff happened. But now we're back at sort of a year zero, and
okay, that's cool. I mean, I could dust mine off.
Yeah.
Hello.
But I enjoyed it. And then I do have two more indies if you want to hear them.
Sure.
One this is from last week, Star Trek Mirror War #2, where we actually got Cisco and his Maquis running up against Picard and his Enterprise.
Well, it's like, yeah,
actually, they don't run up against them, but they're like, because basically the plotline in the Mirror Universe is that the Federation are just a bunch of pirates now. Arg. And a lot of pirate books out there.
Pirates, arg.
They attack Chancellor Worf's ship, and they're debating, should we help out Worf because he's an ally? And they're like, nah. They didn't see us, and he handled himself, and they're not engaging. Yeah, here we go. We got this great scene with Cisco, Ro, and of course Kira back on Terek Nog, because now she's the administrator of Terek Nog. She's come a long way since just being a concubine, so good for her. So yeah, I enjoy the Mirror War stories. They're like going to this planet that's supposed to have the super weapons, but haven't gotten there yet. And hey, why don't we just go in there? It's like, well, because we need money. We need to raid things. Oh, and there's a little side bit here with the annoying Akana, and they effectively, trap him on an asteroid and leave him for dead. But we know that's not going to be the last we hear of Akana. By the way, as far as I can tell, I think that was just a one-off character in one episode where he was just a swashbuckling ne'er-do-well.
Deep dive.
Yeah.
Oh, is it O'Connor? O'Connor?
What?
Is it O'Connor? It was like that was like an early start Next Generation episode.
And I'm trying to well, when they go to it, it's
I mean, they have the whole universe to fill out, so
yeah, exactly.
Well, it's O'Connor, so it definitely ends with an A.
Oh, okay.
But when they actually track him down, it's that guy. Yeah, and apparently he's been causing Picard annoyances for decades now. Yeah, see, there he is, that guy there. I don't know if you can see him, but
yeah.
If that's the guy I'm thinking of, it's that guy from like the second season, the very beginning of the second season.
Yeah, because like the two
outrageous world or whatever
the two rollers are like trying to track him down. The one's like, you got my daughter pregnant. The other one's like, you stole this jewel, and it's like, meanwhile, no.
Yes. Last indie book this week is Rush.
The band?
No, it's like set in Gold Rush, Alaska, but like it's like after all the stakes have been claimed and everyone is just cold and dying and realizing.
Then come the vampires.
Well,
ain't that right, Marnell?
Funny you should mention that, Because it is just this setup of this
Don't be so
woman
difficult.
writing a letter to her baby boy, and she may have the dropsies too. I'm not quite sure, but it's all about her trying to get. It has a lot of great subversions of plot and ideas that you might expect, like when she locks the dancing girl in the privy to take her place. But as soon as she steps on stage, everyone's like, "Get off, you old bat! You're not the lady we came here to see. You're not worth $1 a dance, you know."
Oh my!
Oh yeah, they are harsh, man. They are cruel. These are really mean. And what's funny is they're not drawn in any particularly different way. So it's like the artist had to do the artist didn't do a good enough job, except to suggest that basically Alaskans are real jerks. So
it is the northern version of Florida. It's another red state peninsula. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you know.
Hail Saint.
But yeah, and we get that basically there's the thing called the Pale, and the Pale decides if you get to take gold, but we'll take something from you. We'll take a person, we'll take a life to let you mine for gold. And this is it. It's basically a Slender Man-y thing. But there's a local authority who does come to the lady's rescue to take her into Broken Hoof, which is the town. But we see that the guy is still on the outskirts, and I can't tell if he's got like a spider with him or that's just weird overgrowth, but it's got the creep factor up to 11. So I enjoyed it. That's by Vault Comics.
Nice.
So a lot of horror for this early November.
Yeah, spooky season's all year long if you try hard enough.
You have any more books, Little Hellfire?
I was looking at none that I really want to talk about because we're talking about them or have talked about them on other podcasts, such as, we are the Batman podcast and Ultimate Spidercast, our Spidercast.
Did you read Deadpool, Black, White, and Blood #4?
I did.
What did you think?
It's still fun. The gimmick hasn't worn me thin.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is this the last one?
Number 5, right? Or is it number 6?
This is number 4, so maybe it isn't the last one.
Yeah, I think it's going to 5.
Okay. Oh, yeah, probably just in time. It probably ended just in time for Electro, Black, White, and Blood. Yeah,
that's what I was thinking. So I think it definitely does have one more issue.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's alright. I like I thought the first one was the best.
Yeah, well, actually, the second one was my favorite.
Oh.
But this one's not bad, but yeah, it hasn't worn me thin, but it's getting close.
I mean, when the evil scientists create the Kool-Aid dinosaur.
Oh, yeah! I'm like, wait a minute. They listen to our podcast. They have to.
Except he says, oh snap.
Oh, yeah!
Ray was completely confused.
They have the koala flavor aid bear. I don't know.
Alright. So anything else, kids?
No, I think we've covered a lot today. We did good today, kids. I'm proud of us.
A whole podcast.
Yeah.
So.
This ain't even my whole night.
This is my warm-up. All right, kids. So, yes. Next week, kids, we're all going to have to pick out Hawkeye issues because we're going to be covering Hawkeye comics next week.
Ooh, fun.
Because in 2 weeks...
Little baby Clint.
Because in 2 weeks, we'll be covering the first 2 episodes of Hawkeye.
Yay.
I mean, I'll talk about Saved by the Bell. You boys can... I'm kidding.
No.
They did do a nice tribute to Dustin Diamond, even though he didn't deserve it. They did do a nice tribute.
She talks big now.
Well, as they didn't even ask him.
She talks big now, but wait. By next Halloween, she's going to have a Kate Bishop cosplay. Mark my words. No?
I like her, but the only archer I dress up as is Green Arrow, so...
No Speedy?
Or Huntress.
Oh, Huntress. Nice. Crossbow.
Those are only 2 options.
Because she has a crossbow and she's killed with it. Anyway, so yes. So send your thoughts. Again, Hawkeye Comics next week. So email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. no matter what they tell you on Full Stream Ahead, 38 capes.
What did I say? I don't know.
I don't know. The last episode.
8675309. I
was listening today to What If episode 8, and you were like 36, 38. Yeah, it's 38 capes.
Well, I can't see very well with my glasses. I got it.
That means it's time to see your ophthalmologist.
They're brand new, man, and they just don't.
Oh, you gotta break them in. You'll be all right.
Bifocal.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yes, make sure to follow Capes and Lunatics on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. Go join the Capes and Lunatics Cloakroom or Facebook fan group. And also, please, go subscribe to the YouTube channel, Capes and Lunatics.
Smash it!
That's right. And please, most importantly, we have no Beyond Corporation, so if you can, please subscribe to the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. As little as $1 will help. At $3, $5 will get you all the shows, the Chai Chat.
I'd kill for Peter Parker Enterprises at this point.
Oh, damn. We're run by Otto Octavius. So yes, if you can, please subscribe to the Patreon, or go pick yourself up some merch, cups, t-shirts, phone cases, more coming soon. Yeah, the cup will be bigger than that. Alright, so yes, find links to all of it, all in one convenient place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/Capes and Lunatics. Alright, Lil Hellfire, where can people talk all the Disney Plus with you?
If you want to help me get more friendly with the mouse, please find me on Twitter at Lil Hellfire, on Instagram at Lil Hellfire69, and of course on TikTok, being sensible at Lil Hellfire69. If it's good enough for Joe Rogan, it's good enough for me. Blue Chew, please sponsor us. Day 92 of us asking Blue Chew to sponsor us. Take a drink. This is work, right?
Charlie Esser.
Well, you can always write to me in that old-fashioned email way that our mothers and fathers once did at superconnectivityblog@gmail.com. That's superconnectivityblog, all one word, at gmail.com. Of course, follow me on the Twitter as I live tweet things like Stargirl when it was on, or that's it, because, I keep on saying I should live tweet Legends of Tomorrow, which I do enjoy and watch every week, but I'm like, yeah, the story's just too engaging. At Charlie Esser, that's CharlieEsser. Look for the 2 E's in the middle. For what?
For quality. Bing!
Thank you, Maz.
Thank you for joining us, kids. Remember, in 1 week, Hawkeye Comics, and in 2 weeks, the first 2 episodes of Hawkeye. Because it drops the day before Thanksgiving.
Gobble, gobble.
Alright, but for another week, we have been your Capes.
Ampersand.
Lunatics.
The end of the year is almost here. Stay tuned for a Die Hard Christmas. Happy Disney Plus Day.
Don't forget to give the mouse all your money.
Done and done.
Hi, I'm one of the High Priests of Khonshu Ray, and I have the sacred privilege of providing you, the loony listener, with a podcast honouring Marvel's very own Moon Knight. So join me and a host of others at Into the Night, a Moon Knight podcast. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, or support the show by becoming a Patreon member. Into the Night, a Moon Knight podcast. It's time to get your Khonshu on.